What on earth is that? It's a Journey into Comics Network production! All aboard!
I brought my pencil.
What do you wanna do with your life?
Walk on home, boy.
Yeah. Like anything gets to say like you did before. Make it ring, make it bleed, make it...
Good morning, and welcome to another episode of Rank 'em All, Between the Buried and Me edition. I'm your host, Nick Maxon, sitting here with are we co-hosts?
I guess.
Okay, well,
I mean,
Dr.
we can
Dongo's
be.
here. Okay. We can have 5 co-hosts. How's it going, Dr. Dongo?
It's going good. It's good Sunday morning.
It is. We've all filled our bellies.
It's
Thoroughly.
to date this. It's Super Bowl Sunday.
It is Super Bowl Sunday. Any predictions?
Somebody's gonna win.
Kansas City.
For sure.
There's gonna be some commercials.
There will be a champion.
A lot of hoopla.
I'm hoping the commercials are good this year. I'm
Shall
hoping.
be scoring.
I'm excited about the halftime show this year.
It is
High scoring.
a new thing for the Super Bowl. It is the first time it's been played at the home stadium.
The home stadium?
Yeah, so Tampa Bay is every year the owners and stuff put in a bid to win who hosts the
Host.
Super Bowl. And this year it was Tampa Bay, and Tampa Bay is playing in the Super Bowl. So
Oh,
it's a
nice.
home team Super Bowl game, which has never happened in the 50-some years that it's been going on.
Yeah,
It's a nice even number this year, isn't it? Is it 55?
55, something like that.
I think.
Or
I
six.
saw the Roman numerals and it was nice and pretty. I was like,
Wouldn't 55 be an odd number?
Well,
With Roman numerals, it looks
51.
pretty.
Yeah.
Christopher.
Clearly, Chris. Anyway, who's doing the halftime show?
The weekend.
The weekend.
Damn, that's
Yeah,
cool.
dude.
I'm so
Yeah.
excited.
Okay.
I don't know-
Metallica's doing it on some.
They always do.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
They almost every year I feel
didn't
like
know
they
that.
do. They
They-
do something Super Bowl weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
they're doing it on some late night show or something. I can't remember.
It's mind blowing that Metallica's never done the halftime.
I think
show.
they refuse.
Why?
Well, because they have to do it unplugged. They have to lip sync it all that, and they don't want to do that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I will
never
not
noticed.
play
When the Chili
unplugged.
Peppers did it, I mean, Flea made a whole big deal about it by not plugging in his bass, and they tried to play it off like, oh, it's a new wireless system built into the bass, but
He's like, no.
He's like-
and it eventually came out, and he's like, yeah, it's all lip synced. It's
Yeah.
all.
That's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I think the
bullshit.
vocals might be live, but everything else just
That's stupid. Man.
it's just to make sure there's no like big fuck ups.
like
Well,
it's
they-
the
they-
Super Bowl. Fuck up.
They're
like,
pretty good at fucking it up. Like when they let Adam
Janet
Levine
Jackson.
go up there with fucking pink guitar and look like a dumbass.
Or let's
Hey, we
not
saw
forget
Janet
the
Jackson's
infamous.
titty.
I was going to say,
Yeah,
let's
that
not forget
was a
the
good
infamous
thing.
incident of Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake. Let's not forget that moment.
You know that wasn't an accident either. She wanted to pull her boob
But
out.
we're talking about
National
stupid
TV.
shit.
Absolutely.
What you're referring to is cool shit.
I think that's when the sexual revolution began.
Okay,
booby out. I'm offended.
severely sidetracked. We are.
Yeah,
And
Oh,
now on to the
sorry.
content.
As though you couldn't hear their voices if you've checked them before. We've got Chris, Zach, and Brett here as well.
Hello,
Boys,
Hi.
Rankers,
Cram.
ranking team. We're gonna rank them all.
filthy rankers. It's like
We're gonna rank them up.
The filthy rankers.
the dudes.
So filthy.
The dudes. Yes, this is the dude coalition, pretty much. The dude coalition of the Journey to Comics network.
Rank them all with dudes.
Nope.
Rank 'em all with dudes.
It doesn't have quite the same ring with it.
We're gonna work on
No,
it.
it doesn't.
We're gonna
Not
work
as good
on
as
it.
Bruce with dudes.
Bruce with dudes is pretty exciting.
Did you
so
guys
we'll
hear about
explain
that?
that.
Are you
We'll
gonna get
explain
Bruce
that.
Barker, the piano man, to
Oh,
come
oh,
play in the house
we could.
while you drink
Ooh.
beers?
Okay, so what happened was
Bruce
was
with
it
dudes.
YouTube?
Yeah. Brandon was watching just the thumbnail on you. If you hover over it on the YouTube app on your phone, it starts playing and with subtitles. And the subtitles were fucking it up hardcore. And it got
Oh,
to
yeah.
introducing Nick. It says he is Dr. Doom himself, blah, 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 host of Bruce with Dudes.
Bruce
There
with
was
dudes.
one that says rank them all.
So there's a new podcast in the works. Bruce with dudes. So if your name is Bruce, please reach out. I don't know any Bruces except Bruce Barker.
Wait, is it
That'd
gonna
be a
be
good
about
start.
Bruce Willis too? You know.
If someone can get me an interview with Bruce Willis, I'd be down to.
Bruce Willie?
I'm sure we could do like the cameos that every we could get Bruce Willis to do a Bruce with Dudes cameo.
Nice.
That's it.
Toy.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll look
We
into
get
it.
all famous Bruces to do a cameo.
Bruce Campbell.
Yeah.
This became an
Groovy.
extremely expensive podcast.
Groovy.
Hey, we just need to start crowdfunding this.
We'll
if you would
ask for
like to hear
donations.
Bruce Campbell,
Yeah.
give us a shout out, please. Send us
We'll take-
$20.
We'll take his video and then we'll just splice it with me asking questions so it looks like I'm interviewing him. Okay, I'm down. All right, so yeah, like I said, we're getting off subject and we went further off subject.
Immediately.
Yeah.
That's a cornerstone of any one of our podcasts.
Yes.
Thanks for tuning in. We are, like we said, doing the Between the Buried and Me discography. We're chugging right along. Today is going to be a really fun one. This is Alaska.
Yes.
A lot of people consider it a turning point or the first indication of a turning point.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it's a perfect mix between the first two albums and what to expect moving forward with Colors, Great Misdirect, and so on.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
This was released in September of 2005 by Victory Records and is the first album to fully feature the lineup that we know today. We still got Tommy, we still got Paul Wagner, and now we finally got Dusty Waring on guitar, Dan Briggs on bass, and Blake Richardson on the drums. This, like I said, this is the first album with all of them on it, and the lineup has stayed the same since 2005. It was just recently remixed and remastered by Mr. Jamie King himself. Originally, it was Mr. Matthew Ellard who did the other albums as well. Jamie did the first album. Matthew Ellard did Silent Circus, I believe. We're seeing here on an incredibly reliable source, Wikipedia, that Alaska didn't sell quite as well as Silent Circus, but did receive incredibly high critical remarks because, like I said, it was a definite step up. This is the first album to feature multiple instrumentals. I like to I look at it as it seems to break it into parts.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a little intermission. It's a little scene change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
54 minutes long. I think we really dove into all that we need to about personnel. I think we're ready to begin
Let's do it.
ranking them all. All right. So track number 1, All Bodies. It just starts kicking ass immediately.
Yeah.
Banger.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is a banger. It's a fucking great song. The chorus is, I really like the chorus. The Seeker of the Stars. It's so good. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot else to add. Does anyone else have anything to say?
I like how it's definitely got that chuggy feeling, like you see in some of the old, like the 2 first albums. But then he does hit that higher note with the line you were saying, like "Keeper of the stars, I hope to never find." So yeah, definitely started off like just in your face. The first, like as soon as they start riffing, it is just in your face constantly.
Oh yeah.
So
It's definitely in your face
That,
all throughout the beginning.
The All Bodies contortion breakdown.
Yeah.
Man,
That
the
is
vocals
so
are just,
good.
it's all so mean.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
yeah.
Yep.
The hell ending riffing is sick as hell too, and the solo.
We were just talking about the heavy inhale
Yeah.
that he does, which we did see in a live video too. So
It's so good.
I love that it has a chant section.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Is that the first? Is that
It might be.
first? I
I think
think
so.
it
I
is.
think it's the first chant section, but I feel like this kind of goes into like the party theme that we see. Like all albums have like one little party riff.
Something to get it going.
I think this is the only real like party riff that they had in the
Yes.
album.
Right around 3 minutes. I call it the slut riff. Thanks, Dongo.
That riff was
Nice
slutty.
slutty riff.
Yep.
Damn it, Dongo. All right. Anybody else have anything to add? Or are we ready to rank this motherfucker?
Rank it.
Yeah.
Let's rank.
All right. Like I said, total banger. It might be to date. I mean, it's only 3 records. My favorite opener. I give it 8.75. Who else would like to dive on in?
I am gonna give it an 8.5.
8.5. Look at
Solid.
you.
Solid.
It's good.
Wholesome.
I totally agreed with the 8.75.
8.75. This is not. I got everything all nice and set up except one of the
the
most
one
boring
page
things.
we really need.
You know what?
We don't talk about that.
This should work. Maybe. Who fucking knows? I don't know. Okay. Let's see. Zach, what do you think?
I gave it a 9. I definitely gave it that banger
Ooh.
status.
Ooh. It is. It is a banger.
Yep.
I'm gonna sit at an even 8.
Even 8.
Yep.
Damn, that's
That's a very high ranked first song
Yeah.
on an album.
we're not fucking around with it.
It
No,
just
it's
comes
just
in, it just
good.
comes in so hard.
Yeah.
And
It's
so
got.
good.
I don't know how to describe it, but it's got the little riff and then dun, 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 it
Yeah.
jumps right
Yeah.
in. That little like hook before diving on in.
Yeah.
It's such a good starter, but unfortunate. How did they possibly do it? They went from having a fucking killer opening part of the song to the next song, title track, Alaska. One of the best intros they've ever done. Just immediate
yeah.
sweeps. Just
Oh,
right
yeah.
into
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yep.
Just stomping ass. So I made a couple notes here. On the remaster, a little after a minute, there's vocals that I'd never heard before.
Yeah. I remember that.
I couldn't
when
make out what he
listening
was
through
saying,
it.
but I was listening to the remaster. I'm like, I've never heard anything being
Interesting.
said
I
there.
didn't catch that.
I was just reading the lyrics and I already had a misread lyric. It says the road is dry. And I thought it said I'm fucking delicious. I'm fucking delirious right now. Fucking delicious right
I'm
now.
fucking delicious right now.
So fucking delicious.
Dude, I want that on a t-shirt.
I'm fucking
I'm
delicious.
fucking delicious right now.
Right now, as opposed to any other.
Dude, once I get a little sweaty, I'm not as delicious.
Delicious Doc
Salty.
Dongo.
Dude, right now, man. God, I'm not repeating that. But that is aside, it's a great song. Aside from that, just monstrous intro with the sweeps, doesn't get me quite as good as All Bodies. I gave it a 7.25. Anybody else? Extra thoughts? I guess I'm diving
So-
right through.
So I know I've probably said this before in the last two. This is the first song I'd ever heard by them, and I was very turned off initially because I just wasn't ready for it. And still, even when we watched the music video the other day, I was like, I still don't know about this one. But just listening to it without the music video, I'm enjoyed it a lot more.
The video is fucking weird.
Video
Yeah.
is wild.
It has a fucking there's a part where he has a cymbal and then it breaks down, and in the music video like cuts to the cymbal where you just see him tink. It's particularly good.
That's funny.
It's some tasty content.
This was also the first BT Bam song I ever heard. All of them 11 years ago. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give it an 8.
Ooh, goodness.
I like this song.
I believe it was Brett and I working at McDonald's, and someone had it as a ringtone.
One of the riffs, yeah.
The opening, the sweeps.
Yeah.
Someone had the sweeps as a ringtone. I was always blown away. Like, what the fuck is that? And I didn't I don't even know if I even went and listened to him. And if I did, it was like Brett was saying. I was like, oh, I better go check this band out. And like, oh no.
Not this one.
Because that was probably 2008 or 9.
We were still in our bullet for my Valentine phase.
We were.
So if that says anything about where we were musically.
So yeah, we don't need to get into that.
No.
Yeah. But should we do a rank 'em all?
Dude, I just thought that.
Oh God. Dick, you say you're in?
I don't know. Maybe I could do it.
All right.
I could do it.
But no, so we were. I liked our discussion earlier about like where potentially this the name of this song and this album came from.
Yes. So it took till today. We're like, well, why the fuck is it called that? And we looked to find out why the album was called Alaska, and we didn't really find much. And Brett was like, well, maybe it has something to do with
There being 30 days of light and 30 days of night in Alaska. So some parts of Alaska don't see the moon for an entire month at a time. Which what really made us think that, I'm looking for the lyric. Where is it?
Is it the idea of controlling death with alertness? When is the fucking sun coming up?
Yes, that's
that
the one.
And then also, then it all changes. Same scenery, but sun involved. Shouldn't be much different. Alaska.
Yeah.
The brain works very weird at this hour. Tick tock, the rain is pouring out. Wide awake, at least for now. Nature can be the death of me. A thing we'll never overcome. In, out, in, out.
So we posed. We're part of a group called All Things Between the Buried and Me. So I posed it to the BT fam. Shout out. And someone had a particularly good response that I was gonna give him a shout out. Mr. Kyle Hers. He said, pretty sure the majority of the album has to do with insomnia. And in Alaska and the higher north and lower south places, like Brett was saying, there's prolonged periods of darkness. It's said that if you go to these places when you have insomnia during the times where it's night all the time, it can help reset your cycle. So people actually go to these places who have insomnia for that purpose. I thought that was crazy. It was also pointed out that a lot of the lyrics of the song seem to come from the movie Insomnia by Christopher Nolan. So I think that's what my Sunday afternoon's gonna have to be. Cause I think what they say, Robin Williams and Al Pacino are in it.
Yeah.
It sounds like a Hillary Swank.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That sounds like a wild movie. So I wish we had. Sorry, listeners. It would be nice if we'd have thought about this earlier, so we could give you the context of the movie. Maybe we'll circle back in another episode if we touch on it. Zach, what do you think of Alaska, title track off the album?
I thought it was a good track. I like the back and forth lyrical aspect in Alaska. There was one part where it just kind of like, Tommy and other dude, I don't remember his name, just kind of like went back and forth, like overlapping lyrics almost.
Yeah.
And then the end of the song was really cool. That riff at the end of the song was just banger worthy.
There's a Jawa in here apparently. Cool.
Not
So
again.
how are you gonna rank it?
I'm gonna give it a nice even 8.
Even
Like I said, it was banger worthy. I mean, I enjoyed it. I liked it. I liked a lot of this album though, so I really can't say much.
Cool. Excellent. Chris.
I'm giving it a 6.75.
6.75.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's a good song. It's a banger. Don't get me wrong, but it just, it's not my favorite.
That's your favorite?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's good. They do have that sick build up right there. About 3 minutes 20 seconds in, they got that real good build up starting to go. But I mean, it's not one I'm going to direct myself right to listen to.
Okay.
Off the album.
Yeah, like that. I think it was kind of surprising, like when I went through and gave it a hard listen. I was like, because I always remember the song, like I just remember the sweeps at the beginning. It just comes in ripping hard, and then when I like critically thought about it, I'm like, oh, I guess I don't really like the rest of the song a whole hell of a lot.
Right.
It's a good, like, it's a good BT band song, but
Right. Still
Can
banger,
you
just
two-step
not-
to it though?
Just not
You know
what
what?
I expected.
No.
yes, I think you
Can
could
you
two-step.
two-step to it?
I think I could
you
two-step.
could two-step to Alaska.
Yeah, let me find out. Okay, we'll save that for the OnlyFans. What do you think about Alaska?
I'm gonna give this one an 8.5.
8.5.
Oh,
And
Okay.
I was pleasantly surprised when I found out that I liked it while I was just listening through without the music video. With like distracting. The music video distracts me from what the song actually holds. So
It's
see
definitely
um,
weird.
So I definitely learned to really like this one, and like it did have more of the melodic tones to it, not necessarily the proggy feel like one of the songs coming up has.
Yes.
But we'll get to that shortly. But yeah, 8.5 is my standing with this one.
That's nice. That's a good score.
Yeah.
All right. Next one is a fun one.
Dude, I love this song. Croquis and Boat Shoes.
Yeah.
All about the Chads.
I was trying to think of how to describe it earlier. I'm like, it's just your those asshole kids. You
Yeah,
know?
It's all about Chad.
Oh, what was
Pretentious
it that
fucks.
got me? Daddy's money increased my social status. I'm just like, dude, that's the
Daddy's
Chads.
money. And
Dang, my loafer got smudged. We are the suburban elite. I got something to prove, man. I got something to prove. Dude, bro, let's go party tonight. It's all right. My coach knows the sheriff. Don't stare at my car, at my shirt, at my girl. Like,
And it's all just
Yep.
like just brutal
Yeah.
death metal fucking
And quick.
squeal.
It's heavy in all the right
It's-
spots.
It's 2 minutes long, just over 2 minutes long. And
it's got a nice,
is-
nasty breakdown at the
It
end.
is
Mhm.
just
Yeah.
fucking. It
Ending
is
is killer.
sludgy as
Oh,
fuck.
yeah.
It's a super fun one.
Yeah.
All that being said, am I gonna go to Croquis and Boat Shoes before I go to 30 other BT band songs? The answer's no. I'm going to give this one a 6. I think that makes it the lowest ranked for me on this. Dick, what do you think about it?
7.
7. Surprised you didn't give it a 10, to be honest.
Well, you know,
It's a good one. It's a good one. Not
although
quite.
those final lyrics, I always thought he was literally screaming croquis, croquis,
Yeah.
croquis.
Yeah.
And it says, don't stare. Don't stare.
Yeah. It's,
Was way
I
wrong.
wonder, what does croquis and boat shoes mean?
Boat shoes is fucking talking about
Boat
like
shoes,
your
yeah.
loafers.
Yeah. Boat shoes are.
Well, I don't know what a
croaky
croaky is.
I don't know.
Because there's two songs, which we're gonna get to the next one next, but it has
Oh God.
Fucking-
wow.
Your sunglasses.
Yeah.
The little thing that goes
God
around.
damn it! I thought this was like some weird Alaskan slang.
No,
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 it is just a sunglass strap.
That is hilarious.
that makes absolute sense.
Yeah, it does.
I digress.
Hey, you
It's
can't
about
be
the Chads.
losing your Oakleys out in the water.
Hell
okay?
no, man. Gotta
Or
get your
your-
croaky.
When
Or
you
your
and
Versace.
Dad are out there just wasting money fishing for no reason out in the ocean,
Dude,
you need
my
your
pit
croakies
vibes
and-
come with croakies.
Do they?
Yeah.
Did.
Nice.
So we should do a quick little PSA for everyone. Like, in the age of being able to Google at your fingertips, if you've got a question, you should just look it up. It adds so much context.
Yep.
Right.
It took 1 second to figure out what a croaky was, and now that song's even better. Like,
Yeah.
of course, that's what it means. Okay, who's
wonderful.
next? Who else wants to tell me something?
I'd give this a 7. I mean, yeah, like I said, I loved once I put 2 and 2 together with the lyrics. I was just like, God damn, this is hilarious.
The lyrics
And
definitely make
it was just heavy in all the right spots. I loved
Oh
it.
yeah.
Yeah, solid 7 though. Definitely, like Nick said, I like other songs that come to mind more immediately than Croakies and Boat Shoes. However, now that I understand what Croakies and Boat Shoes is and what it's about, yeah.
still gonna get a good chuckle.
Oh yeah,
It doesn't get a skip.
definitely
doesn't
doesn't
get
get
skipped.
not skip worthy.
But to be actually, I mean, that's not even a fair thing because I don't skip
If
anything.
I put the whole album in, I never skip a song.
No. All right, Brett, what do you think?
I'm gonna go with the 6.25.
Ooh.
Slick. Chris,
I don't know. I know what a croakies is. I'm gonna like
bump
pop
it up.
just a little bit.
A touch?
7.6.
7.6.
Nice.
Nice. All right, I think we all have tons of things to say about the next one.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
First, let's
Goodness.
Google what a selkie is.
A selkie's like a mermaid.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's why I like the endless obsession because you're
Okay.
always chasing the mermaid, like chasing that, that mythical like creature.
Seal folk.
so with that being said, this is Selkies, the endless obsession.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go out on. Let me see if I can go out on this limb then. The song lyrically is about like television corrupting and whatnot, and getting people. People are lost in these fucking fantasy worlds.
Yeah.
Boom.
You're
A mythical
about
thing,
fantasy.
endlessly obsessed about.
You're chasing-
being obsessive over things that aren't even real.
Chasing the Selkie.
right.
Okay.
Interesting. That's my.
That makes sense.
That's my stupid take on it. Let's see. Another ridiculously amazing intro.
Dude, that intro just melts me.
Kills it.
It
The
just
keyboard.
melts me.
That's the first time you really hear Tommy use the keyboards.
And then it just
Dude, yeah.
it starts with the keys, and then the guitar moves and fall like. do the
Just-
exact same thing. Oh my god!
Dude, yeah.
The
it just-
guitar tones killer.
The other day, Nick, when you text me, asked what I was doing dishes. Like I literally stopped because like it was the first time this song really connected with me, and I was like almost moved to tears with one of the solos. At
I've
the
definitely
end.
been.
Oh, yeah.
The solo
Yeah.
at the end. I was
Dude.
just, I stopped doing the dishes and I just stared at my speaker like, oh, this is good.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
That was the first time. Like I knew it was a banger. That was the first time I was like,
So this
might
is
be it.
this
Yeah.
was the second BT Bam song I ever heard.
That's
Yeah.
I mean,
And
That's a good
I'll say a little story about this because this was I started the day. This was in late 2010. I started the day. I went to the mall. I ran into Parker Ware at Spencer's,
okay.
and he's like, "We're just chatting. We're doing the normal.
Just chatting around.
We're doing the normal. Oh, we're both metalheads. Let's talk about what we're listening to in Spencer's."
We totally do that kind of shit, don't we?
Yes, yeah,
And
absolutely.
So he's like, dude, have you listened to Between the Buried and Me? I'm like, I think I've heard the name. I pulled that stunt. Like, I've heard the name. I haven't listened to it.
Classic.
yep.
Yeah. And
$5 every time I said
so
it or
he's
heard it.
telling me all about him. He's like, oh yeah, man, you need to listen to like Alaska and Colors and all that. It's you fucking love it. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll check him out. Later that night, I also had my first audition with my first band, Catacresis.
Whoa.
And so we're sitting there afterwards, like the guitarist Mike, he's like, dude, have you listened to Between the Buried and Me? That's 2 people in one day.
That's a sign.
Have
Nick.
no-
That is a sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember Benecki. Yeah, 2 people, no connection to each other whatsoever. Bring up Between the Buried and Me. And then in jumps Cody Clem. And he's like, oh, dude, you need to listen to Alaska. Both of them are like, you need to listen to Alaska. So I'm like, all right,
Fine.
I am going to go home, pirate some BT Bam.
Jesus.
Probably off of LimeWire
we
because that was the
didn't have
time.
Spotify back then.
It was
You were
LimeWire.
at the mall.
It was
You could've
LimeWire,
gone.
wasn't
I
it?
wasn't at the mall at that time.
You
This was
answered my
later in the
question,
night.
Dick. Was that LimeWire? It was LimeWire, wasn't
No,
it?
at that time I was torrenting.
Ah,
I gave up LimeWire roughly around 2008, 2009.
Tell me more.
okay.
Yeah.
Well-
Admit more of your crimes on this podcast, please.
I listened to Alaska. Cool. I listened to Selkies. Whoa.
Yeah.
Selkies ended up on several playlists of mine.
It's
Yeah.
that good.
It's
And
very good.
mostly for that solo towards the halfway mark.
Yes.
Like
Or
not
slows
even,
down.
Well, okay. So after that, the main solo that finishes the song out.
Because they come
So it
back,
breaks
they
down-
come back
it breaks
in with
down.
the intro riff.
Yeah, they do the intro riff again. It breaks down. The Sweet Relief is a must.
Mhm.
Then it's a soft little guitar solo, and then everybody
Little
kicks back in
piano.
for a killer solo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's
Yeah. Oh man, when it clicks in and it's like harmonizing guitars, you're like,
Oh,
my
yeah.
god.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite guitar solos
Chills.
of all time.
Oh,
the,
definitely.
the transitions are so good.
Mhm.
This was the breakthrough,
Yeah.
knowing newer BT Bam and going
Yeah.
back and listening to the older albums. This is the one that was like, they found it.
This
Yes.
is the formula.
They
100%.
found it right here in this song, and they knew it too.
Mm-hmm.
So like All Body starts off like their older stuff, and then you've got some really just off the charts death metal Croakies and Boat Shoes right into this.
Yeah.
Like, holy cow, that is
Yeah.
some diversity right there, and it is beautiful.
Yeah, it was great. Definitely the first song, chronologically with BT Bam that I just fell in love with. I mean, it's just fucking perfect.
Top
Yeah.
tier. Top tier for sure.
Yep. That being said, I give it a 10.
Yep, me too.
Oh, I'm not.
Nope, no hesitation. Nope.
All right. Dick, what do you think?
10.
Wow. Brett?
That's a 10.
Don't sound so surprised. Wow.
All right,
Like,
guys, I'm gonna give it a 10.
like of all the songs you knew I was gonna give a 10.
Yes.
Yeah, I knew it.
This was a perfect song on
It
this
deserves
album.
it. This makes that's our first perfect song.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Bravo. Absolutely deserved it.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, honestly, I could just mouth noise every different fucking like riff and stuff, and we could go on about this one song for another hour.
Oh, if not more.
You have more? You want to say something?
No, I said if not more. When you said
Oh, yeah,
for
just-
about an hour about just that one song. No, we could probably go longer than that.
So it's like Brett said, like this was like this was the song that you're like, you definitely are like, this is what they're getting ready to get into a lot more of.
Especially lyrically too.
yeah, that too.
Like, lyrically too.
It's a nice. It feels like a really mature version of a bunch of other songs he's already written, like the
Yeah.
concepts.
yeah,
He packaged it nicely in this song.
I would agree with that.
I like the ending of it too. The ending of it.
Yeah,
like, dude, perfect.
I think I
It
said
just
Masterpiece in
solos-
itself.
it
The
solos
ending
for a
solo
couple
was a
minutes at the
masterpiece
end.
for itself.
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
feels
Ending
like floating
solo.
off the top of a castle into the clouds. That's how I
Yes.
describe.
I mean, yeah.
Right when the guitars they harmonize together before
So
he
you, like,
really rips.
The angel fall off the castle, and then as soon as the rip picks up, it shows you floating above it.
you know exactly. I was like, yeah, that part. All right, so yeah, at the risk of talking about that even longer, 'cause we absolutely could.
Yeah.
It jumps into the first. After Selkies is the first instrumental track.
Wait, there's songs after Selkies.
Yes,
As it turns out.
I just
turned it off
I
after
just
that.
kept listening to Selkies.
Yeah.
Somehow I accidentally hit the repeat button and never noticed.
Again and again and again.
I'm kidding.
So the next track's called "Breathe In, Breathe Out," and it sounds like it's transitioning from one part of the album to another.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Um,
Very short, like 1 minute long, I think.
It's like taking that calming breath, like
before
you know,
the next
that-
song.
Yeah.
So Selkies ends really epic,
Mhm.
Yep.
and it fades out, and then "Breathe In, Breathe Out" is just that,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
That regain.
and then Robo Turner kicks in, which
Yeah.
is just
Boom.
an ass whooper.
Yeah.
But before we get to that, I don't have a whole lot more to say about the song. I mean, I think we
It's
covered it
just
pretty
a nice
well.
little
Yeah.
guitar tone. Like,
Yeah. I give it an 8. It's pretty good. Dick, what do you think?
I'm gonna give it a 7.
Seven?
You know, it's
Solid?
baseline.
All right.
You know, it's there.
I gave it an 8 as well.
Okay. Brett.
I'm at a 6.
6?
Yeah, I mean it's a transitional song. It's a couple little guitar notes and stuff.
Yep.
That's,
Yeah, I'd probably say 6.5.
6.5? Good job, boys. That was a good one. Oh, no. 7 between the Barry and me.
Oh,
Nice.
Oopsies. I'm not real good at the whole computing thing, guys, so you're going to have to bear with me.
spell Alaska.
Dude, my God. Earlier,
El Saka. El
I,
Casa.
every single way you can miss
Alexa.
alpaca.
Nick, you spelled avalanche. I don't know where I'm at anymore.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Give up.
Okay, the next one is called Robo Turner. What did I? It's just about robots taking over the world. I think I'm pretty sure
yeah, that's what I got out of it essentially.
This song is abrasive.
it is.
Like
Yeah.
it's like right from the right.
It's
that
very thrashy.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, just
Yeah.
that noise you hear,
Thrashy.
it just interrupts
It
whatever
just screams,
piece,
Yes.
whatever piece you have from the previous two songs.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
It just
Oh yeah.
boom
And he
takes you
goes from the
completely
high,
out of it.
like he does a good vocal range, but this song is just
it's a mosh-worthy
the song doesn't stop.
This song belongs
Yeah, I
on
know.
self-titled.
This song does
For
not
sure.
stop. It just keeps going and going and going, and they're just like constantly in your face.
Okay, so Chris and I really analyzed this one.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm going through, and it's always one that I didn't really like.
Right.
But upon really listening to it, I do like it quite a bit. And so, the second half of the song, what is he saying? What is it?
Crush us.
It's the riff, the bam, 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 bam. So it's literally half the song.
Yeah.
That one riff. So the first half is just kicking, and then it goes into the dun, 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 and they go through it for a minute, and then it slows down like, and
then
and they do that for 3.5 minutes. So
Killed it.
Yeah, admittedly, this song didn't do much for me either. Like,
I
I
loved
appreciated it, but
it's so like it's not only. So when I say robots taking over the world, it's like no more human voices, no more human actions. I can't find where it says it, but death of human music. They're talking about like we are fucking just everything about y'all.
Yeah, here,
We're
death of
done.
human music
We're done with it.
counteract this idea of control. Human emotion can only produce the thoughtful. Finally discovering the idea of perfect harmony.
They listened to ICP, didn't they?
Faking our own thoughts and sounds. That got me for some reason. Lots of. This is the second or third song he's touched on the idea of control. Or trying to control. The idea of controlling.
yeah.
Make this a war. Blood fills the sky.
Track us through our fields of money.
Yeah.
The old days seem shit and primitive.
We will find art again. Crush us over and over again.
That's some like Matrix style shit right
Yeah,
there.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you've been here before 100 times.
We've done this,
and
guys.
we've killed you 100 times, and we'll kill you again.
So, all that being said, I still give it 6.75. Kind of middle of the road for me. But like I said, out of all the songs that I didn't really listen too much, going back and listening to it again, I have a newfound appreciation for the Robo Turner. Anybody else got anything, Dad?
I'm gonna give it a 7.75.
7.75.
I liked how heavy and just like grunge, not grungy, but like
And the sludgy.
It's gritty. It's gritty.
Gritty.
Like it feels like there's sand in my teeth with how heavy he's being right now. Like I loved it. I love this one a lot.
I love the dirt in your voice as you say that too.
It's stuck in the back of my throat.
Zach, what do you think?
I think initially I gave it a 6, but I mean it did grow on me. I'll do like a 6.25.
6.25. Dick.
6.5.
Ooh, below standard for you,
But
still good.
good enough.
Chris.
6.25 as well.
Nice. That
Yeah.
seems to be a general consensus on it.
Pretty average.
Oh man.
Another banger on our
Oh, yeah.
hands.
Yep.
Backwards Marathon.
Oh,
10.
Right.
10.
okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well,
Just throw it out there now.
sure I'll spoil too. I gave it a 10 as well. Does anyone else want to lead off on this one, or I could get in?
I love the heavy start to it.
It
Starts
definitely
off
just
super
starts
heavy.
in.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gets real groovy around 2 minutes when he's like, it's raining.
Oh,
He really
yeah.
wants
Just-
us to know it's raining.
Dude. Oh,
Really wants us.
it's so good
But then,
though.
like,
I'm aware now.
like when he's doing the "It's raining" at the very end. It's raining. It's rain. And then,
yeah.
it goes right back
Yeah.
into just that fucking
Yeah.
sludgy like.
He
it
gets
just-
that.
I just started chicken necking like Dusty in there, just oh yeah.
It's neck day. I said the first half feels like it's just moving like a fucking freight train. It's not even the first half. It's fucking the first third.
Yeah,
Because at about 2 minutes, it breaks into the real long. We're making fun of the raining part, but they have like it sounds like rain.
Mhm.
yeah.
And the original, like I know some of us listen to the original pressing, some of us listen to the remaster. The original pressing has his voice mixed in with the rain sounds so cool. Not like he's standing in the rain, but I think that on the remaster the vocals were a little pushed more towards the front.
Say too when they about 3 minutes that area when they hit that slow part where it just gives you that break from melting your fucking face off.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
I feel
One
like,
day, no, after one day it'll all come together.
Yep.
Yeah.
First place in the backwards marathon. Woo!
Yep.
This is definitely one of their most like lyrically crammed songs.
Oh yeah.
Like there's a lot of lyrics and there's not a lot of repeat other than like "It's raining" and stuff like that, and like "Never Mention," "Slowly Grow," that kind of.
Once they transition from the first, and so when it slows
but
down,
for the first like 2.5 minutes, he's just screaming lines constantly.
Yep.
No breaks in between.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Just blowing your face off.
Oh yeah.
let's see, we're at the blistering intro, first 2 minutes or so, then it breaks into the raining, and then about halfway through, about a minute or two into the It's Raining, it breaks into the second part of the slow breakdown, the Slowly Grow, Weeds Turn Into Smiling Trance. I love that part so much.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of my favorite BT Band passages
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
that they've ever done.
Which one?
The Slowly Grow, Weeds Turn Into...
Oh yeah.
And then then he jumps back into when the sun comes up, it's raining, it's raining, it's right, and then right back into just stomping your ass into the dirt for another couple minutes.
Oh yeah.
And I had a pretty decent drum solo in there too. It wasn't real long.
Like prominent drum. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
I
that's
guess not necessarily a solo, but
Yeah.
I think that's just how I threw it in my notes because I didn't know exactly how to word it at that point.
the very final section, the thoughts, dreams that won't let go, thoughts will not change. That guitar riff is so sick.
Yeah.
It's so damn good. So yeah, I gave it a 10 as well. I was not stingy with my scores this time around. Dick, what do you think?
I give it an 8.5.
8.5.
The song is quite the jam.
It is a jammer.
Yes.
Probably not banger. It's not a banger. It's a jammer.
It's almost a banger,
It's it's trying to convince you it could be.
but it's a jam for sure.
For sure. Okay, Zach.
I gave it a 7.5.
7.5.
Yeah. It was decent.
It's a good one. It's a good one. Brett.
I'm gonna set it at 9.5.
9.5.
The way the melodies that like with the "It's Raining" part and like just being super quiet and soft, it draws you in, and then it just comes right back in your face. And
Yes.
I love that.
Yep.
Like it just inspired so much emotion. To be like, oh yeah, let's
Back to
get
it's
there.
the first riff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just jumps back into the beginning.
Mhm.
Yep. So yep, nine and a half.
So
for
damn
me.
good.
9.5 for me.
It's just so damn good. I could just keep saying that. So that takes us into the second instrumental, Medicine Wheel. I fucking love this song so
Yes.
much because it's instrumental. It does serve as an interlude or an intermission, but it's a full song.
Yeah,
it's
but
full
it's not
format.
just
Yeah.
it's not just like the 30-second, minute
Nope.
long interludes like they.
And it's just so damn
it
groovy.
expands and contracts.
Yeah.
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 And there's two distinct parts. I don't even know. The second half of the song, it sounds like the guitar, you're in like a church It sounds
Right.
like it's like far off in the distance. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I don't know how exactly to describe it. There's a better word for it.
I thought like I would describe this one as a little spoopy. It's a little
It's definitely
it's a little
spooky.
spooky. Like it gives me some eerie vibes.
And it kind of transitions straight from Backwards Marathon. It's not a
Yeah.
break.
Yeah.
Backwards Marathon just kind of
Goes right
It
into
goes
it.
intro,
down
the intro
into
has
it.
that raining noise still.
Yeah, it's very
and then-
atmospheric like that and
So it literally sounds like these guys are just out in the rain, just somber playing right now.
somber. That's
Yes,
Yeah.
That's a
it's
good
a
word.
somber,
great word for it.
spooky. It's a full song. It's just an
Yeah.
instrumental song. I wouldn't count this as an interlude at all. This is a full song.
Like this song definitely reminded me of 2005 me. Just
You know-
laying
Yeah,
in my
definitely.
bed.
This-
If I were to be listening to this, it would be making me feel all the things that I
It
needed to
reminds
feel.
me
in that
of
moment.
like this straight
At
feels
15
like
years old.
this song straight feels like some You Bred Raptors shit. The nice groovy,
Mhm.
calming, but like it picks up a little bit near the end. It feels somewhat like some You Bred Raptors shit. Honestly,
Dun, 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 dun,
yeah, I
dun.
absolutely love it. And surprise, surprise, I gave this one another perfect. It's totally wonderful. I could not complain about a single thing. I loved it all. So, Chris, what do you got to say about it?
Tenor.
Tenor?
Yep.
Banger.
I enjoyed every part of it. It's like it to me. It's just very calming and mind expanding.
Yeah, I love it. Dick,
9.
9. Brett,
8.5.
8.5. Zachary,
I dubbed this one Groovy Tunes 8.
8.
Groovy tunes.
Groovy tunes. All right, that leads us into the primer.
Ooh, buddy.
Just another intro. The
Just-
fucking
it just-
drums like riding the snare before kicking in with leads that sound like solos.
Dude,
Yeah.
yeah. That beginning is just in your face. It's just that intro is just a banger.
It's a very uplifting guitar riff.
Yes.
It's like I want to run
breakdown,
across the field with a sword in my hand towards an enemy.
Yes, absolutely.
And, yeah.
So there's a section where it's very heavy not breakdowny, where he's saying let's kill, let's die, we all fuck tonight, something like that, and
Yeah.
he sounds just like Trevor from Black Dahlia Murder.
I haven't
Yeah.
delved
I can see what
into
you're
it
saying.
much.
It sounds so awesome. You don't hear Tommy do vocals like that very often, but
Oh, those black metal.
Mhm.
yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Those blackened death metal.
Yeah.
Type
Tasty
vocals,
bits.
I said
Those highs.
mid song transition is A1 sauce. Yeah, and then majority of the way through the song, it circles back around to that first riff again, and it's just it's so fucking awesome.
It mentions the Redneck Lord.
Yeah, the redneck
Redneck
lord,
Lord, you soothe me.
he's returned. So we're all very interested in the lore behind the redneck lord.
Yeah.
We hope to inform the listeners more as information comes to us. But I'm gonna hunt him down like fucking people hunt down Sasquatch. Like I'm gonna find the redneck lord and what he's all about. Primer, I gave it 7.5. It's a real good one for me. Dick, what do you think?
After Medicine Wheel, the album kind of falls off for me.
Yeah.
I didn't quite enjoy it as much. I mean, or at least the songs didn't stick to me as much. So I'm gonna drop it at a 7.
7. Baseline. Zachary, what do you think about the primer?
I gave Primer originally an 8. I'll go ahead and bump it up to a 9. I'd say it's banger worthy.
Banger
Not
worthy.
quite a banger, but it's worthy of being a banger.
It's in the neighborhood.
Yes.
It's like your friend that you're inviting over, but they don't know where you live, so they're just kind of driving around the neighborhood
Yeah.
and shit. He's
Like,
trying.
I'm close.
Primer's trying.
Text, I think I'm here.
Yeah. Primer's like, am I in the right place?
Just come knock on the door. I'm here.
All right. Brett, what do you think?
I'm gonna give this one a 7.75.
Respectable.
Yeah.
Respectable.
I like it a lot. It's definitely got more of their like hardcore feel with some of the more breaky down parts. Not like full breakdowns, but
Yeah.
the blackened vocals at the beginning definitely hooked me because I'm a big fan of those. But
Yes.
There's so many good leads on this album, and this one's definitely got one of my favorite riffs in it. Chris,
Give it an 8.5.
8.5.
Yep, I enjoyed it.
It's good.
Yes.
And I liked how at the end it just felt a lot like it had a very circus-like tone. to
Yes.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not super long either. Just over 4.5 minutes.
It was acceptable.
I gave it 7.5. Pretty good. Pretty average, it looks like.
Yeah.
Compared to the other songs. Next track, number 10, Autodidact.
Ooh.
I had to try real hard on this one. The first several times I listened to it, I did not like it very much. I was like, this kind of fell off. Chris and I tried real hard when we were listening. Like, we need to give it a fair shot.
Yeah.
And upon listening to it more, it's a pretty damn good song.
It really is. It's heavy as fuck right in the beginning.
It's frantic as fuck. The guitars are just wilding out. It speaks to a lot of the way that I don't even know how to describe it, but it sounds like a song like that they wrote at the end because it sounds like it could belong on Colors in a parallel universe.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way the way they did some stuff. We'll listen to it.
We haven't listened to
riffs.
Colors yet, Nick. We don't know about
You never
that.
listened to it? Oh, sorry. I thought you had.
No, I definitely have.
And I had to make note of the big nasty end of song breakdown.
Mm-hmm.
I like the it made me feel like I was fighting a video game boss.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
And that last breakdown feels like you beat him and he's like hitting the ground.
at like
like
3 minutes it
yeah.
starts a dun, 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 dun,
Yeah,
dun,
like-
dun, 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 dun. Like it starts little piano and
Dun,
bass line.
Mhm.
Yep.
Dirty vocals in around point two.
And right around 2
then-
minutes,
but
just
then right
more just
there.
slut riffs.
Slut riffs.
The slut riff returns. That riff just gets around, don't it? Okay.
Just so
I get a
slutty.
7.25. Pretty baseline for me. Chris, what do you think? Autodidact.
Yep. I listened to it again this morning, and I'm bumping it up to a 8. I'm
8.
gonna give it an 8.
Nice. Brett, what do you
I
think? Oh, do you have something
I
else?
was just gonna. I think the more I've listened to it, it just kind of keeps growing on me a little bit.
It's one of those it's song 10 of 11. It's just kind of buried at the back, so it doesn't always get the love it deserves. But we're trying. We're trying Autodidact. Brett, what do you think?
8.75.
Damn.
I did that video gamey riff just really hooked me. The first time I heard it, I was like, yeah, like all right, okay, I'm really digging this. So
Oh yes.
it drew me in. So that was one like if I were picking songs, like it's definitely one I will go to listen to.
That's awesome. All right, Zach, what do you think?
I think I gave it an 8.5. Yeah, I'll give it an 8.75, I suppose.
Ooh.
Bump it up just a little bit, because just
You guys definitely
so many slutty
seem
riffs.
to be fans of the hardcore. It's a little more hardcore,
Yeah.
which is just fucking wonderful. Dick, what do you think?
7.
7.
Don't hate it.
You don't.
I don't hate
it. Yeah.
That's his response. I don't hate it.
But I got nothing to add.
Well, that's perfectly fine. Which brings us to the final track, the final instrumental, and it is just lovely.
It's
Absolutely.
fun.
The
So
word
much fun.
the word the internet kept using, I've referred to it as beach music.
Yeah.
Beach music.
It's a samba.
Okay.
Okay.
Samba.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll have to look into sambas more because I really like that style.
I described it as groovy elevator music.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beachy
Okay.
band beach music. It starts off nice and soft and then it just fucking breaks away and
It makes you want to groove and move.
feel the wind on your face
You
and
could
sand
totally
between your
two-step
toes.
to this song.
Yeah.
You could totally two-step to this song.
Brett, I'm gonna have to completely fucking agree.
I thought you were going a totally different direction with that. Thanks. Wow. My anxiety just went through the roof. What
mere
the fuck is he
moments.
gonna say right about now? He's coming in hot and he let me down real smooth.
I'm right there with you, my dog.
Just
fucking
like this song.
Break some shit. Chris, what do you I give it a 9.2.
Oh.
I think I had it at a 9.5 and I was like, I don't need to give that much love. But it is wonderful.
I do have it at a 9.5. I will give it
9.5.
that much love.
It deserves it. It deserves
It does.
all the love in the world. Dick, say it. Say you don't remember it.
I don't hate it.
Say
I
you
don't
don't
hate it,
remember
but
it.
I did after the first couple listens. I was like, I found myself skipping this one just to get back to the beginning and start over. So I'm gonna drop a 6 on this.
Dick.
It's fun, but whatever.
Ooh.
But whatever.
But ultimately, whatever.
Fucking sick. Okay, Zach, what do you think?
I'm not going to skip it.
Fine, Nick.
I gave it an
10.
8. I gave it an 8.
I'll give you what you want.
What do you want from me? Yeah, I gave it an
I'm
8.
changing
Though.
the
I mean,
dynamic.
it was really good. It was really groovy. I mean, it definitely, like Brett, said, it made me move, made me want to dance. Like, I gave it an 8.
What's the instrument that's got the ridges and you use the stick?
Oh, damn, I know.
I love
The
it.
washboard.
Kinda like a
Oh, but it's the wooden like.
It's
the
wooden.
Yeah, it's the wood stick.
hollow in the
It has
middle.
like,
Yeah.
it has that rubber mallet ball.
Yep. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yep.
We don't know what the fuck it's called, but that's when it kicks in and you're like, yeah, fuck yeah,
Yep.
buddy.
Yeah, boy.
All right, what are you giving it, Zach?
An 8.
8. Solid.
8 out of 10.
All right, Brett,
I'm going to go with a 7.8.
7.8.
I think it's my first odd one.
Welcome. All right, let's see what we got here. I believe that makes it our highest ranked album thus far.
Yep.
I actually think I gave, when you just scrolled up, I gave the last song on the last album a 7.8.
Did you?
I did.
Interesting.
Weird.
That is weird.
Got to round it off nice and smooth.
For some reason, I don't have Chris's average. I'll have to work on that. Brett gave it the whole album an 8.07. Zach a solid 8. Weird.
Oh,
Dick
interesting.
7.6. I give it an 8.2.
4, 5, 5.
Yeah, 4 or 5 repeating.
What?
So that's my highest ranked. This is Dick's highest ranked. This is Zach's highest ranked. This is Brett's highest ranked. And I'm sure,
I'm sure
because
it'll be my highest.
I'm sure it's gonna be
ranked as well.
Chris's
Yeah.
too. I just have to. We're
you-
using Google form, and I had to add an extra person. Blah, 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 whatever. So that's not accurate. All right, you guys keep talking. I'm gonna do this real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was definitely the first album where I was just, what am I trying to say? The idea of like, oh, this is the BT band that I'm familiar with.
Yeah.
This is where
Yep.
that thought came into.
Mm-hmm.
Because the
Same.
first 2 albums was definitely like, okay, I can see like where they came from, like where they started at. But this third album definitely just encompassed all of that change and basically what they are now. Oh,
Okay.
look, he's got that average. Whoop, whoop.
I figured it out. So Chris came in at 8.4. This makes, I think, second album in a row that Chris has the highest score for it. At 8.48, I had an 8.24. And then that gives our album average 7.97, making it the highest ranked album. What's the highest score? Oh, obviously Selkies. Then we've got Backwards Marathon and that's not Breathing.
The
Breathe
first
Out.
song,
What is it?
All
Medicine Wheel.
Bodies. All Bodies is up there too.
I was just saying those two were tied,
Oh yeah,
which is weird.
I see.
Then All Bodies. Laser Speed got a pretty high score too.
Yeah.
That was a fun one.
Yeah,
What?
definitely. Yeah, definitely enjoyed listening to this album a little bit more, admittedly, than the previous 2.
Yeah.
And I'm especially excited for this album coming up, which is the first album that I ever listened to from BT Bam,
We're.
which is Colors.
I think the next one's gonna be real long.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna be a really long episode.
It's gonna have a lot to say.
We might have to
knock out,
cook
like half a
bre-
day
yeah.
of shit.
We might need to start breakfast earlier next time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the easy ranks are done. Seeing from the perspective of the first 3 albums are pretty much the songs are singular. Like every song is its own thing.
Yeah.
And moving forward,
We start adding more
Layers and
more
layers.
layers. We get more
Like an
parallax
onion.
story.
how colors it all kind of goes together. Then the parallax is going to be
Mm-hmm.
all the songs relate to one another,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be fun trying to work our way through that. Can't forget about Great Misdirect.
Nope, cannot.
Ooh.
That one's gonna be so much fun. Disease, Injury, Madness.
Oh my god.
Ooh. I'm just excited for White Walls.
Swim to
Just-
the moon.
Dude,
Mm.
I'm gonna have to put this up right now. That breakdown in Disease, Injury, Madness.
It's the horse.
Yeah.
It's the horse neigh.
Right before the horse.
Yep.
Yeah.
was funny,
Bum,
the
bum,
first
bum, bum.
The first time I saw him was with you, and you tapped me. He's like, you could see him push the button. You knew he did it. He did it. He pushed it.
He has a horse neigh button. Oh fuck. So yes,
That's good.
that is it for Alaska. Rank them all between the Buried and Me edition.
Eat.
Words and stuff. That was a super fun one. It's gonna be it's a shifting point for the podcast now because I feel like I at least personally I've listened to the rest of their discography pretty extensively.
Yeah.
And this first couple albums, like I've listened to a lot of Alaska, but the first two were relatively fresh for me.
There's gonna be a lot of dissection.
Oh
Oh,
yes.
for sure.
These are gonna be easy ones for me to take notes and know like what we're gonna be talking about, but I'm gonna have a lot to say.
There's gonna be so much mouth riffing, I'm sure.
Oh,
Like, you know that one part like just tons of that. So everyone prepare yourself. We see
That's
listens
great.
drop off because they know it's coming. Like this
like,
is
well,
about to turn into a real different
thanks
podcast.
for the warning.
Subscribe button is gonna be hit real hard.
They
that
just
sticks
keep making
around,
fart
they're not
noises with their
ready.
mouth. It's interesting watching the album, like the album averages just slowly creep up.
Yeah.
And then it's just gonna be huge.
Should we take bets
Yeah.
on the album average for the colors?
Nah,
I would.
I'm so excited.
9.8.
Yeah,
I would say at least a 9.
It's gonna be high.
Very high.
Yeah.
Cool.
V-high.
So thank you guys for listening. We appreciate y'all quite a bit. Next on the agenda, as we said, it's Colors. So excited.
The real flagship album for me. Like,
Yep.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
The one that started it all for quite a few people. So thank you guys for coming.
Thanks for having us.
yes, thank you.
Oh yeah,
It's been fun.
We
definitely.
brunched
been a
out
good
hard
time.
and we podcasted well.
Ooh,
I think
yeah.
we're gonna probably have to
Make some more.
make some more waffles. Brett made some cornbread waffles with a strawberry reduction.
Yeah, like
syrup.
strawberry syrup.
So good.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious.
Tasty.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you guys again for listening, and we will catch you next time on Rank 'em All.
Yes. Here we go. Rank 'em, Daddy.